I'm honored to deliver these opening remarks to this group of emerging leaders assembled here for this Rotary District 7030 RYLA. RYLA, Rotary Youth Leadership Awards, is a leadership program conducted by Rotary clubs around the globe. You young people have been chosen to attend this selective program. By virtue of your association with the Rotary Club, through Interact or otherwise, you have already crossed that hurdle to being a leader, and you're the perfect candidate for this program. Why should you be here? What are the benefits to attending over these 2 days? This RYLA proposes to connect you with leaders in your community, which in this case is District 7030, from St. Kitts in the north, down to the Guyanas on the tip of South America and across to the ABC Islands, while you build or sharpen your communication and problem-solving skills, discover strategies for becoming dynamic leaders in your community, in your school or otherwise, learn from inspirational speakers, community leaders and peer mentors, all while having fun and creating lasting friendships. As this RYLA is being conducted in the month that Rotary was founded, I will use this opportunity to showcase this great organization and to share our story. On February 23rd, 1905, Paul Harris, a Chicago attorney, invited 3 friends or business colleagues to form the Rotary Club of Chicago, where it was his vision that professionals of diverse backgrounds exchange ideas and form meaningful, lifelong relationships. Today, we are a humanitarian service organization, 1.2 million members strong. As Rotarians, we see a world where people unite to take action, to create lasting change across the globe, in our communities and in ourselves. We feel it is our responsibility to take action on the world's persistent issues through our 7 areas of focus, where we promote peace, provide clean water, sanitation and hygiene, fight disease, save mothers and children, support education, grow local economies, all while protecting the environment. I use this opportunity to wish all of you a successful RYLA, and to thank the team of Rotarians headed by the chair, past President Rita, for this wonderful program. I must also say a heartfelt thank you to all the guests and speakers who've given their time to ensure that you, the participants, have the experience of a lifetime. This weekend will change your lives forever. I look forward to meeting each of you in the breakout sessions while experiencing the magic that the RYLA team has planned. Thank you so much for all of you for joining this event, and I look forward to seeing you later. Welcome to RYLA, District 7030, the 2022 edition. Thank you so much.
Now to introduce Rita Merkies Groothuizen, our next speaker. Rita was born in 1951 and is a retired compliance executive from the financial services industry and serves currently on the board of directors of a large insurance company. She joined Rotary Club of Willemstad in Curaçao in 2004 and has served in various positions, including its president in 2014 and 2015. For 3 years, she served the Rotary District 7030 as Assistant District Governor for the ABC Islands. Currently, she is the chair, RYLA, and as such, responsible for organizing this event. Rita?
Thank you, Arthur, for the introduction. All protocols being observed, I welcome all attendees, in particular all Interact participants to the District RYLA 2022. This event is all about you, participants, and your future. When developing this program, we choose to focus on you as a person who are our future leaders. To become a leader, yes, you need to acquire numerous skills and knowledge. Besides skills and knowledge, there is another important component. You need to know yourself well. What are your personal goals? How do you stand in life? What are your values and passions? This event gives you the opportunity to reflect on and visualize your future through your own mission and vision board. You will listen to various speakers from different backgrounds. During breakout sessions, you will have the opportunity to enter into a dialogue with other participants to hear their goals, dreams, and challenges. You may realize that you may not be so different from others. It could be that you find out that some of you are in similar situations with similar goals, dreams, and challenges. Also, it is possible that you hear about challenges that you are happy they are not yours, and that you prefer your own challenges, how difficult they might be. We have selected, besides 2 Rotary speakers, 3 guest speakers for you who will tell you about their dreams, passions, and the hard work required to get where they are now. They might serve as a role model for you from whom you can learn. Their names are Alton Paas, who became paralyzed at the age of 19. Esther Jacobs, one of the first digital nomads in the world, and 5-time Olympian athlete Churandi Martina. And finally, to quote another role model, the famous Dutch soccer player Johan Cruyff, it's like everything in soccer and life. You need to look, you need to think, you need to move, you need to find space, you need to help others. It's very simple in the end. Prior to continuing the program, I want to thank District Governor Sonya to have entrusted me with organizing this event and for supporting our decision to close the event on January 18. The moderators of the 30+ breakout rooms, thank you for your commitment today and tomorrow. Further, I thank my fellow Rotarians for their contributions. Without their help, this event could not have been realized. They are Paul Kok and Fatima de Wind, comprising the program team. Sean Paddy, Andrew Solomon, Franco Diaz, and Edgar Wanga for the IT support. District Secretary Paul Ashby, Patrick Tisse, Marijke Hoos, and Britt Schillemans for their promotional work for this event. And of course, Arthur Rosario and Bert Angenaand for being the moderator of the whole event. And a special thank you is for Ictual Curaçao that has given us a donation to make today's event possible. To conclude my remarks of this evening, I wish you participants a fruitful event with much fun and that you may learn a lot about yourself so that you will have confidence or even greater confidence in your future. And I hope you may become someday a leader in your community. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Rita, for those kind words. And I would like to second your thanks to all those that worked tirelessly for the last couple of months to make this weekend happen. And now we will go for the official showing of the flag ceremony.
Languages and many more dialects, and the 3 Rotary clubs, 300 members, give Rotary clubs
Antigua and Barbuda. The flag of Barbados.
Representing the Kingdom of the Netherlands. Flag of Aruba.
The flag of Bonaire. The flag of the Commonwealth of Dominica.
The Republic of France representing French Guiana, Guadeloupe, and Martinique.
The flag of Grenada.
Flag of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana.
The flag of Montserrat.
Flag of the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. Flag of St. Lucia.
Flag of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Flag of the Republic of Suriname.
The flag of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago.
Flag United States of America, home of Rotary International. Flag of our host country, representing the Kingdom of the Netherlands. Flag of Curacao.
And the flag that unites us all, the flag of Rotary International.
That concludes our flag ceremony, and we would like to continue with the video of Interact clubs in our district. Interact brings young people together to develop leadership skills while discovering the power of service above self. We would like you to check out the short video showing how serious leadership can be seriously fun. Well, just give us a couple of seconds. Don't worry about it. The video will come soon. There it is. And that was the video. Like I said, I mean, you know, who says that leadership can't be fun? It shows us that Interact clubs here are just having a blast while serving all the communities that they serve. The next video that we want to show is a video of Rotary People of Action. Now, the thing about Rotary is all our 1.2 million members all across the world is where we see an opportunity to help our communities, we take action. It can be something very small, could be something maybe insignificant, but it can make a big change for somebody. So in this video from Rotary International, we would like to show you that Rotarians are people of action.
Everywhere we look, we see opportunity. We see potential in unexpected places. And when we share our ideas with others, we know they'll see it too. And bring new perspectives, lend unique skills, and take action in the communities all around the world that we call home. When people come together, that's when real change happens. Like transforming an old bus to feed hungry children, or providing life-saving equipment to those who need it most. From fighting disease to rebuilding schools, we turn what we see into what we've done. We are people of action.
first 50 years, Rotary was pretty much an organization for adults. But in the 60s, the times began to change. Kids like me were taking a stand, speaking out, and getting involved. Rotary wanted to unite young leaders and guide their energy towards service, and so Interact was born. Today, Rotary clubs sponsor more than 15,000 Interact clubs in 142 countries. Interactors serve by volunteering in our communities and reaching out to others in need. We connect in our clubs and build friendships around the world. And we lead by developing opportunities for the future. Interact has been changing the world for 50 years. We're the next generation of leaders. Are you ready to join us?
Well, that was the video. Arthur, what did you think?
Thanks, Bert. Yeah, before you'll announce Giselle Holder as the next speaker, we decided to talk a bit about what we've seen so far. Nice ceremonies, and what it gives to me is that a lot of, it makes me proud to be a Rotarian. I mean, if you see how people of all ages come together to help their communities, it is exactly why I joined Rotary, especially what we call the hands-on things that we do. It is very good that youngsters, and I am grateful to a group of interactors that they have joined this organization at such a young age.
I completely agree with you, Arthur. And I think one of the things that makes Rotary Youth Leadership specifically so special, because I have in the past been at RYLAs, and the thing what I think is so special is where you have all these different individuals coming together and spending a weekend with each other. And at the end of the weekend, you know, forging friendships that last a lifetime, one, and two, all of these young people have such potential. You know, things that we hear a lot, especially here in Curacao, is where they're saying, oh, youngsters are up to no good. But let me tell you something, the youngsters in the Caribbean have so much to give. They are truly, truly diamonds, and they're going to be giving us such a bright future. Indeed, like you said, I mean, I kind of wish I was more aware of Interact when I was younger, because it's a wonderful organization. It's a wonderful way to give to your community and learn all these skills while you're helping the community. I mean, you yourself, you weren't an interactor, but you were a rotaractor, which is the next step up. You know, for you was also very important in developing skills and helping out your community. I mean, am I right?
Yeah, I was lucky to be a Rotary actor in my younger days, and I'm also especially proud that I've been able to participate in our RYLA in Curaçao. We have organized RYLA for 10 years in a row until, as the rest of the world, we were forced to have in-person events. But it's been a great experience, and what you said, especially the forging of the bonds between the participants, and we are looking forward that that happens as well this weekend.
Oh, absolutely. I'm convinced it will be. I mean, even if we are a bilingual district, you'll still see how even beyond languages, these connections will happen. You know, this is so beautiful. I mean, we've been in this district for a couple of years now, and it's awesome. I mean, all these Rotarians that I've met going through these district conferences, and all these Rotary actors and interactors I've met throughout our district. I mean, I'm really proud to say I'm a Rotarian from District 7030, because we are such an active group of Rotarians, because we are such an active group of interactors and Rotary actors. And yeah, it makes me really proud. And this weekend, for sure, like you said, is going to indeed forge bonds between nations almost. I mean, we're kind of nation building, right? We're developing a whole Caribbean community here, Arthur. I mean, we should be proud of that, man.
Yeah, I am, Bert. Before moving on to the announcement of Giselle, I wanted to post a question to the participants and ask them, what are your expectations? Please reply in the chat box. All participants, what are your expectations of this weekend? And we'd love to receive your replies in the chat box.
Oh, that's a great question. I would love to see the replies we're going to get back. So, you know, all of our participants, what exactly are you expecting from this RYLA event? And I can't wait to see the answers, Arthur. So again, the question that you're posing is, please put in the chat box, all the participants, the interactors out there, what are your expectations for this weekend? You know, what do you expect from this event? Yeah, we would love to see what answers you guys have. So Arthur, before we're waiting for all these answers to come in, could you explain a little bit more about Rotaract? Is that the next step after Interact?
Yes, if I'm not mistaken, Rotaract is for students from 18 to 30 years. And I joined when I was 23, if I'm not mistaken. And that's,
that's a very long time ago, Arthur.
Rotarian, so to speak. And ultimately, I did become a Rotarian as well, and have made many wonderful friendships from my Rotaract days that last until this year.
Yeah, you were mentioning it when you were 23, and I said, I don't think you heard me. I said, that's a very long time ago, Arthur.
Yeah. Okay. Do we have, because from where I'm sitting, I cannot see the chat box. Do we have the participants answering that question, what their expectations are?
Well, actually, I am seeing some reactions here. I expect to have fun and interact with other people from the region. I want to learn more about the importance of service and how I can contribute to my community even more. Priya Sukram is saying. Michael John is really looking forward to the presentation of Esther Jacobs on vision and perseverance. So we have people looking forward to our presenters, Arthur. And we also have Ashmir Isahak saying to discuss new ideas with people from different backgrounds. And we also have Swatchi saying, I can't wait to hear all the different ideas and thoughts of everyone from all these different countries. I mean, that's great if you think about all the different countries we have over here. And, you know, it's awesome to get all these different visions and ideas from different participants throughout the Caribbean, to learn new skills and also new perspectives into the community. These are all very, very good feedback we're getting from people.
Okay, yes. Bert, are you about ready to announce our next speaker?
Oh, I absolutely am ready to announce our next speaker. So Ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker, if you bear with me here for 1 second while I try to adjust my glasses. There we go. Okay, so for our next speaker, we have Giselle Holder. Giselle has served for over 13 years as facility manager at Akitas Caribbean Limited and was appointed as Director of Facilities Management in 2018. Giselle was a member of the Rotary Club of Port of Spain West and has served this club in many positions. Now, during the time as a Rotary actor, she served as the 2015-2016 District Rotary Act representative for District 7030. Currently, she's a member of Rotary Club of Maraval, where she has served in many capacities, including as its president. Still passionate about Rotary Act, Giselle serves now as District Rotary Act Chair for District 7030, and in September 2021 was appointed Assistant Rotary Coordinator for Zone 34. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you Giselle Holder.
Thank you so very much, Bert, and good evening, everyone. Very excited to be here. So time is very efficient, right? So we're going to jump right into it with our presentation. So as Bert and our two co-hosts were alluding to, I am here today to speak to you about, your Rotary journey. And you may be saying, why Rotary? I'm not a Rotarian, but you are. You are part of our family. And so whether it be future Rotarian, or you never know, you could be an actual Rotarian this moment, I'll explain. The idea is that we want you to have this journey, this experience. And so I'm here today to just share a little bit with you about, what makes a Rotarian something very special. And I think that's how you'll see that it applies certainly to each and every one of you here today. So it's about that journey of the Rotarian, the modern day superhero, okay? Now, just a little bit about me. As was mentioned in my bio, I am a past district Rotary representative. This was my theme. Youth excellence and service driven. You could tell I like bright colors. I tend to be excited very easily. I'm also currently a Rotarian in the Rotary Club of Maraval. And this is me pre-COVID, you can tell, right? In terms of the look, the vibe, right? And this is Carnival. This is good times in Trinidad and Tobago, where I am from, and hopefully we'll get back to that very soon. And I always like to bring it home because in Rotary, we share our priorities with those that we take care of. So my priorities, these are three of them here, my nieces, whom I love and I like to carry with me every time I present. Okay, so let's get to it, guys. So I mentioned that the Rotarian is basically a superhero. What does that mean? So if you guys could just share in the chat, what characteristics best describe a hero? And if you can't share in the chat, that's fine. Just think about it. We have so many superhero movies that are out. Marvel have given us almost 10 years plus of movies. We have for the die-hard fans, we had DC comics much longer than that. And of course, the comic books much longer than that. But if you think about it, there are very specific criteria that more or less builds this image of a hero. And we're going to talk about a few of them and how it pertains to, oh, I love that. Someone said being selfless. I love this. That's fire, right? So hopefully that's good. That's not the anti-villain. Those are the good superheroes here. Bravery, honesty. I love that. Perseverance. Lovely. So you guys already know my whole presentation. That's wonderful, right? And someone has passionate. Excellent. Integrity, bravery, right? And I'm just going to end with this last one. A hero is a person who thinks of others before themselves. Fantastic. And I will jump back in the chat, so keep them coming. Okay, so just to press on, right? So from what you guys have put and are putting, I think we were on the same wavelength, right? And I will walk you through how these characteristics, right, of a superhero really describes you and me and the modern day Rotarian. So we have it. This was the cutest image. Get the cape, wear the cape, and then fly, right? So the average superhero, right, if we're talking basic superhero, has superpowers, right? Something that makes them a little bit different to everyone else. And Rotary tends to bring together persons from all backgrounds, all walks of life, who bring with them their experience or their superpowers, their expertise to help get the job done. And that job is typically solving some problem, okay? So whether you are a student, you are a teacher, you're a doctor, you're an Instagram influencer, it does not matter. Once you find yourself within Rotary, you bring your vocation with you. And that serves as that special superpower, because what I bring certainly is not what you will bring, but that compilation and combination of those superpowers, of those skills, allow for us to really do what we need to do and do it best. To be innovative, to be creative, to think outside the box, to be committed, and somebody said it, to be passionate, right? And those are some of the superpowers that describe the average Rotarian, okay? Moving right ahead, let me see if you guys got this one. Superheroes, chances are able to do the impossible. And somebody says it here, you know, they are able to be inspirational, right? But sometimes you may think that's a little bit impossible in these times where people may be a little bit negative, you know, we focus a lot on all the bad, but we focus on making the impossible a reality. So we all know that from 2020, amidst basically one of the greatest impacts that I think anyone of here with us today will live through, Rotary helped to achieve the impossible. We helped to actually stop an infectious, dangerous, harmful virus in Africa. And that virus is the wild polio virus. That is an impossible task that was actually achieved in our lifetime. And for those of you who keep up with the Rotary story and with our journey to polio eradication, you know that there have been other smaller success stories as we build towards a world without polio. That is impossible for some to even fathom. And yet, as a Rotarian, as a member of Rotary, here we are achieving the impossible, okay? And once again, you know, even in our everyday, this achievement of the impossible is no small feat, and it's the result of dedication. Someone mentioned it here in the chat as well. They are dedicated, determination, right? All these characteristics go into being able to achieve the impossible. And the same is done when Rotary clubs in your neighborhood, Interact clubs, Rotaract clubs come together to ensure that a school has the proper technology to be able to impart education the best way possible, right? We thrive on doing the impossible every day. We do it in Interact, we do it in Rotaract, and we continue doing it in Rotary for the rest of our lives. So under our 7 areas of focus, where we focus on peace and conflict resolution, maternal health care, disease prevention, basic education, water and sanitation, basic education and literacy, and of course, supporting the environment, we help achieve the impossible project by project. And that doesn't matter where you stand within the Rotary family. Once you are here with us, you are part of that journey. And so I'm seeing you guys are so good. I should have consulted you before I did my presentation. Someone is telling me not all superheroes wear capes. Yes, because sometimes the cape gets caught in a plane and it's not good. But yes, we all know that, right? We have the hidden heroes amongst us, just like the Rotarians, right? I don't think any one of us are running around with capes, but we are certainly doing what we can with the superpowers that we have and trying to achieve the impossible for those who need it. And we move on. The ability also, and someone said it, to be a visionary, right? That's one of the other things in the chat, that we are able also to be able to be out of the box thinkers, think big, okay? While we have many friendly neighborhood Rotarians, we recognize that being in Rotary is much more than helping out just in my neighborhood or just my neighbor. It's also about rallying for global initiatives, okay? And these initiatives, you know, they could be anything, whatever we have within our organization, within our neighborhood, within our community that impacts us. Maybe it's racism, maybe it's poverty, maybe it's about empowering young girls and women, maybe it's domestic violence. Whatever cause we take on, the idea is that Rotary recognizes this need for ongoing work and to work together. We aren't just about the now, right? We think big, we think beyond the four walls, right? We think beyond our island, we think beyond our country, we think beyond our district, right? Rotary is international, and so we definitely appreciate our partners. Rotary has also been very known on all levels through Rotaract, through Interact, and of course, Rotary clubs to partner with other clubs and other organizations that have similar focus to us and help us achieve the impossible, help us also to think bigger. So right here in District 7030, we would have partnered with clubs in Asia, in Europe, in the United States to help bring projects alive to many other Rotarians around the world. Okay, and one example is a cancer screening bus that Rotarians pulled together from 7030, from Italy, from the United States, to be able to provide screening, cancer screening within the remote parts of India. Now, you and I may never go to India. Certainly now with the pandemic, we may be a bit more cautious, but that does not stop us. That does not limit how far and wide we think. That ability to network, that ability to connect is really at the heart of what we do. And even right here in the Caribbean, we reach out. So many of our clubs have helped and continue to help Haiti in terms of bringing clean water and other essentials to them. And we partner also, there's a club right here in Trinidad and Tobago who has partnered with experts outside of our Caribbean islands to bring expertise to our island so that teachers and practitioners could help recognize autism in its early stages and have the right tools to be able to address that. So how fantastic is that? It's a really, really big focus, a big picture focus. And of course, if you have this big picture focus, we are superheroes. We are going out there, we are saving the day. And of course, that is going to have some sort of ripple effect. We expect that we are going to touch lives, right? Because sometimes the fight, the struggle, right, of this ongoing, negativity and, poverty seems to always be there, prejudices are always there, diseases, as you think you're eradicating one, 10 more pop up, and it seems that, we're just not getting a handle on this. But through the work of the Rotarian, the Rotaractor, the Interactor, we are able to inspire change so that even for someone who feels they are not quite a superhero as yet, we encourage them to do whatever little bit through our actions, through our own selflessness, and by sharing our story. So through Rotary, we have a special focus on our youth that allows for us to build a brighter future by developing training programs such as what we are experiencing here, RYLA. You also have the Peace Scholarships, right? Right now, in case you don't know, applications are open, right? So look out, ask for your Rotarians and your sponsor clubs to tell you some more information because there are so many opportunities as a young person within our organization, as we try to ensure that our future remains bright, it remains positive, right? And that we can also reach out there and improve it, right? So that tomorrow is a better today. These opportunities are open to any Rotaractor who is willing to take the next step to change the world. And we must never underestimate the part that we all play in being part of this change, this inspiration, as someone put in the chat, you know, because superheroes inspire, right? And it's all about inspiring change to achieve that brighter future. And last but not least, something else about a superhero that is so synonymous with us in Rotary is that they have a team. We don't do this by ourselves, guys. There was no way polio could have been eradicated in Africa if only one person was fighting the cause. One person may have inspired, one person may have done maybe a little bit more than others, and that's real, that's life. But the point is, it's a team, it's a network. Even the best superhero often finds his or herself needing to get help. Hence the formation of the Justice League, of Marvel, the world's greatest Avengers, right? And why was that? Because yes, Superman is fantastic. Yes, Captain America is fantastic, but how much more fantastic they are with the support of their team. Just to interject, I am Team Batman, so I believe Batman could do it all by himself, but even Batman is part of the Justice League, lending his resources, lending his talents. And you too are part of this incredible network. Rotary boasts 1.2 million superheroes, and that's not even counting our Rotaractors and our Interactors. So imagine how much wider, how much more reach we have. And these superheroes are stationed all around the world. And therefore, we need as much help as possible to increase this team, to build this team. Because as we know, and if it's one thing 2020 reminded us, that we need as much presence as possible, because the needs of those who we help, it never stops. It always grows. There's always something else for us to do. There's always something else for us to make an impact on. And we are very glad to have these opportunities. And even in this moment, the need of our community, the needs of our world, it's growing. And that's a very real reality. And therefore, we must recruit. We must celebrate this team. And we look to you, to young persons, right, to continue this work and keep making a difference in your communities through your schools, right? And also sharpening your skills through whatever professional or vocational opportunities, such as what we're doing here tonight and will continue into the weekend. You know, because these things allow for you to be more open to the journey that will eventually take you to being a problem solver, being a game changer, being someone who makes a difference. As I started, so I will end. You are a future Rotarian, and therefore we can easily sit back and say, okay, that sounds good, but what does it really mean? Well, it means that we need to take what we conceptualize, the ideas we have, and make them into reality. We consult with those in need, because just like a superhero, we don't just randomly go and pick up people because we think they need to be saved. No, we consult, we discuss, we ask, right? And sometimes we are approached. And that's how we operate within our Rotary family. So your adventure certainly does not stop here as an interactor. We encourage you to continue being part of our team, to be a Rotaractor. Our co-host mentioned that Rotaractors are from 18 years old. And so when you reach that age, it's just another step for you, because you're already bringing that energy you're already bringing those superhero powers that will just be harnessed and further nurtured within your Rotary journey as a Rotaractor. Okay, and you may be wondering, maybe I've never heard of Rotaract. Maybe I don't have a Rotaract club that's close to me. I'm going to drop my contact in the chat, right? And so I can help literally connect you if you're very close to graduating high school or secondary school, so that your Rotary journey does not end. And so just a reminder that you are already on this path of being a superhero, of being a Rotarian, of embracing change, of being someone who uses the talents that they have to help others, of making a difference, of inspiring change. All we can ask of you is to please include us in your journey. We know there are so many other things that you can reach out to and you can help with, and we encourage you to do so. But continue your Rotary journey because the world awaits your help. Thank you.
Thank you very much. If you don't mind, would you mind unmuting 1 second, Giselle? Because I have a question for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So which superhero do you associate with?
Well, I love that question because I was told that I am Black Widow, and I was taken aback when they told me that, because Black Widow is, she's walk on the edge, sometimes she's good, sometimes she's not so good, right? But the person mentioned to me that Black Widow has the power of influence. That's it, sorry, Scarlet Witch, that is it, not Black Widow, I'm quoting wrong. Thank you for correcting me, right? So it's Scarlet Witch, actually, because she toes the line, right, between bad and good. And because she has a great power of telepathy and all those mind things, she also on a basic level has a power of influence. She tends to, and because of her needs and stuff, rally people together. So I don't know, about the evil parts. I hope not. But I do have a little Scarlet Witch would be, and I hope a little Batman too. Let me be resourceful, let me be able to think on the spot.
Well, to be honest,
they have his wealth.
To be honest, when you said Team Batman, I'm like, okay, Catwoman. Is Catwoman a villain or a superhero, right? I mean, that's an
anti-hero. She's both.
Exactly. Well, it was awesome. Thank you so much for your presentation. It's so nice seeing you. I haven't seen you in such a long time, so it's kind of cool to kind of see each other again. And I feel like we had to kind of like end your presentation with Sister Sledge, We Are Family. You know what I mean? That would have been awesome. If we could have gotten the rights to that, we would have done it.
Next time. And as we close, I just want to say I'm really appreciative of the comments in the chat. Our future is very bright in District 7030. We have a lot to be proud of. And I thank you guys for this great opportunity, and kudos to our DG for always being so innovative and an inspiration. Take care, everyone.
Absolutely, and thank you so very much. And you're absolutely right. I mean, we have such a bright future. If you guys don't mind, I wanted to ask Soraya Warner if she can unmute herself and kind of react on what we just heard. If you don't mind, Soraya, are you somewhere over here? There she is.
There I am.
There you are. She is the district chair for Interact. Hello, how are you?
I am fine. Thank you, Bert.
Nice
seeing you as well.
Thank you. I just wanted to ask. So, what did you think? Do you have anything? Yeah. What's your reaction to this presentation?
I think it was an awesome presentation. I love the play on superheroes. Quite out of the box. I was quite surprised to see that, but I think it set the tone for the event. I actually love the play on superheroes as problem thinkers, problem solvers, critical thinkers, resilient, inspiring, and simply expected to do good in the world. And that's really what we want to teach our young leaders. So not too fond of those superheroes that toe the line and you have good and evil interplay, but the good ones, the superheroes that are good. These are the ones that I want.
Let's talk positive. We were just doing positive superheroes today, people. But I think just the whole message of, where you can make a change, where you can just something small can make a huge difference, right?
Absolutely.
That's where it just starts. So I think that's wonderful. And I mean, we all have a bit of a superhero in us. So, like was mentioned, this is an awesome district and our future is very bright. I can't wait to see what's going to happen.
Yes. Awesome presentation from Gillian, from Giselle, even in terms of the whole Rotary journey. I think that's just awesome. So that our interactors are exposed and understand that you're meant to remain in the Rotary family. And Interact is just one part of that journey. So awesome.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you very much for reacting. I hope you don't mind I put you a bit on the spot.
Thank you.
I wanted to, a good friend of mine, I hope he's also listening to us, past District Governor Lyle. Are you out there, my friend?
Bert, yes, I am here, my friend.
How are you, sir? I just wanted to ask your reaction on the presentation we just saw.
I am fantastic as always. And I thought the presentation was Giselle. It was innovative. It brings us to next year's theme, Imagine Rotary. And I thought, Giselle, I couldn't have done that. That's why the youth are taking over. So it was great. I loved hearing it.
Awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate your feedback. What's the one thing that you that kind of stays with you with the presentation you just heard?
Well, Giselle said that Rotarians are people who achieve the impossible. And whereas nothing is impossible once Rotary puts its mind to it. So we don't achieve the impossible, we just make the impossible possible. So, I thought that was the key. If the young people who are out here tonight remember that they are part of such an awesome organization, that we could actually wipe out polio in Africa. Not by ourselves, as Giselle pointed out, it's a big team effort with governments, etc. Then they realize the power of the organization that they're a part of. So I think
that brings me to a really good question that, if you don't mind, I want to ask our participants. Do you believe you can change lives? Do you? I want to hear everybody. I want to see you guys react, in the chat box. Do you believe that you can change lives? Oh my gosh, look at this. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Yes, indeed. Absolutely. And how that's exactly what I expected from this group. We can definitely change lives. We can definitely, doesn't matter how impossible it seems, when we all come together, we can make the impossible possible. Lyle, thanks very much for the reaction. We're going over to our next part of the evening, which will be the breakout rooms. So this is going to be the fun part, if you ask me, because this is where we're really going to get a chance to interact, with other interactors, play on words, and with other participants in this RYLA. So we have arranged for some breakout rooms. Now, I just wanted to mention that a number of moderators are unfortunately unable to make it due to some COVID quarantine restrictions and such. So we have kind of rearranged the moderators in the rooms. This is the fun part. This is where it's really going to get interesting, and where you're going to forge those friendships we talked about earlier, and where you're going to hear different opinions, and where you can, see how somebody else looks at a at a challenge and think, hey, I never thought about it that way. I think what I wanted to mention, though, I mean, just to get back to the presentation we just saw, which I thought was awesome. And one of the things that Giselle had mentioned was the fact that you can, the impossible can become possible if you all put your minds together. In Curacao, we actually had a similar kind of challenge where here in Curacao, women above the age of, I believe it was 45, they get screened for breast cancer. And this nonprofit organization that was doing this had problems getting the money together to get a new machine. So we as Rotarians got into action, and we got Rotarians from the Netherlands, we got Rotarians from the USA, from Aruba, from Bonaire, from everywhere in the Caribbean, actually, in Suriname. Even individual Rotarians got together and made this possible for us here in Curacao to get a machine that could help save many women's lives, so we can prevent breast cancer, or detect it at least at a stadium where it can be treated, saving countless of lives. And there was something that in the beginning you thought, well, that's impossible. We can't get that amount of money together. It's how many times did we hear the word impossible? But thanks to Rotarians all across the world, we persevered and we made the impossible possible here in Curacao. Thanks to District 7030 and Rotarians from all over the world. All right, so then I think what is left for us is to say, have lots of fun in the breakout room, you guys. We'll see each other back in about half an hour.
Okay, welcome back, participants. Shortly, we will start interpreting and discussing the answers that you gave. Just a few more minutes and we'll get the final results. All right, Bert, are you also on standby? I'm sitting here together with Paul. Paul, would you also, Rita, can you get the mic for Paul?
Buddy, I've been born on standby, so I've been waiting for us to all come back from these breakout sessions, because this is what I'm looking forward to, Arthur. This is what the whole meat and potatoes is about.
All right, question session 1. Let me see, where do I look at it? Hi.
Hi there.
Hi, I can't see the name.
All I know is she has a lot of backpacks.
Yeah.
Okay, right, we go to question 1, if we can see the results.
All right, so 97.8% of the participants set goals for themselves. Only a very small 2.3% did not. So in that sense, that's almost full house that people set goals, which is not surprising.
No, and very important also for your mission and vision statement builder. So it's fantastic to see that the majority, or almost everybody, is setting goals. There was question 1. And the second question is, how do you rate the importance of these goals? And then basically you can choose from 6 categories. And what we see here is that the blue one, career and educational goals, is on average 4.6. So the majority is setting goals, career goals, and choosing for educational goals also in the mission and statement builder. Arthur?
Yes, that's correct. It's a little bit difficult to see the other ones. Is the next one, is that the health goals?
Yeah.
With 4.4? Yes, oh, very close.
Everything is very close.
Yeah. What do you, can you see them as well, Bert?
Yes, Arthur, I can see them as well, and you're right. It is quite close. I think eventually, personal growth is beating everybody a little bit off, right? 4.5. Am I seeing that correctly? How do you rate the importance of these goals? Or is it health goals? Which one is ahead?
The career and educational goals was number 1.
Number 2 is health.
And number 3 is social.
Social.
And social. Wow, social. That's something. Huh. Okay, that's
No. Social is at 3.8.
Oh, so it's actually all the way at the end. I'm sorry. I'm kind of getting used to reading these results, you know. It's
4.1.
Yeah.
We're getting some messages, by the way, in the chat box, you guys, just for the technical people over at Curacao Livecast Central. There's some people that are kind of automatically entering to a second break room, so they're not getting out. They're stuck in infinity.
Okay.
Can we see the so next. Financial goals is 4.1, and then spiritual goals 3.9, and then personal growth is
kind of difficult to see. What's the one to the left of 3.9? 3.8 is personal growth.
Okay.
Was the lowest of the 6 possible answers.
Yeah.
So what do you think this means, you guys?
Well, it is interesting that personal growth is ranking the lowest as far as I can see, and also because the event and the Interact event is about confidence in your own future. So we thought that personal growth would be important also in growing, at least.
Yeah, I guess a lot of people put their faith in their career and educational goals. I mean, in a way, they have to, they're dealing with the same thing, but apparently a vast majority of the participants selected career and educational goals as number 1. Can we go to the next result?
That's it.
Oh,
that's
it. That's right, the last 2. Okay.
Is there anything in the chat box that
I'm just seeing, Paul, I'm just seeing plenty of very positive feedback. Everybody in the break are saying wonderful things about their break rooms, you know, so they're noticing the different countries that are participating and they're having a blast in the break rooms. They're indicating that it's great. It's a great experience. Nothing but positive things in the chat box. If anybody wants to maybe share a particular thing that they would like to share with us, something that they experienced in the breakout room, that would be awesome. Somebody can share that in the chat, something that kind of really stood out for you. But nothing but positive things coming through the chat, Paul. Nothing but positive things, as we expected.
Evangeline remarked that our breakout group was awesome. Montserrat, Trinidad, Aruba, Tobago, the session was interactive and an eye-opener in terms of some of the goals that they were setting. So that's fantastic to read. And we all hope that the information you got this evening will help you to further fill out your mission and vision statement builder. So tomorrow we will work on that as well, but we see some very positive reactions in the chat box.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree. I mean, one of the things that you're noticing, connecting different countries, right? Go on to Arthur, you want to say something?
Yeah, I mean, the great thing, and I am very happy that the participants had such a wonderful experience. Of course, we were used to having RYLA in person, and we saw how the participants were bonding in person, but I am very happy to notice that we are having virtual bondings tonight, and we'll be sure to continue it during the weekend. So no, that's a very great first session of this district RYLA.
I completely agree with you. I think for me it was something to see. You know, I'm thinking, when we see it in person, like you said, we've seen it happen in person. It's something to behold. But virtually, it's always kind of, you don't really know how that's going to go. But I mean, the reactions that we're getting is very positive. And one of the things that keep on coming back are that people are loving the fact that there's all these people from different countries with different views. And it's amazing. It's great. And it's only going to get better. I mean, we're just starting, people. So tomorrow and Sunday, we have other sessions.
Yeah. One of the remarks also is that the confidence level of the participants is fantastic. And so that's wonderful to see that people are enthusiastic and also confident in what they are doing and what they want to do in the future.
Okay. Are there any other things? If we look back, Paul and Bert, just summarizing, what are your final words for this evening? How would you describe it in short?
Oh, for me, Arthur, I mean, for me, in short, it's just invigorating to see that, that we all can be agents of change. Doesn't matter how small or how big, we can all make a difference. And I'm telling you, seeing all these feedbacks and all these reactions from the participants is making me super excited. Like I said, I mean, we have such a bright future ahead of us. If I'm looking at all these reactions, the one takeaway that I have right now is that, oh boy, people from the Caribbean, we have something in common. I mean, these interactors really are here to make a difference. I'm super proud to see that happening.
Okay, Paul, any final words before I close off?
No, I think it was a fantastic experience, and I would like to thank all the moderators. The first evening is always, of course, a little bit hard and try out, but I think it went well, and we hope to see everybody tomorrow, that we can continue. Yeah, I like the phrase this evening, being a superhero. So I hope that everybody continues to find their way to be a superhero, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow morning.
So Paul, which superhero do you relate to?
I will let you know tomorrow, Bert.
Paul relates to all of them.
Keep tuned. Yeah.
So what time? So Arthur, what time are we meeting tomorrow for everybody? Just to kind of remind them.
Tomorrow we will start at 9 o'clock Atlantic Standard Time, your South time, and we expect everybody to sign in at the latest at 5 minutes to 9. So that we have a short, that they have a short wait in the breakout room, and we start 9 o'clock sharp. From my side as well, thank you very much, first of all, to the participants and all those who are making this weekend possible. We had a great first session. And we will see you tomorrow morning at 5 minutes to 9 Curaçao time, so that we can start 9 o'clock sharp. Any other remarks before we leave?
No, tomorrow we will have 2 breakout sessions instead of 1 this evening, and 2 very interesting speakers. So we hope that everybody will join, and yeah, let's make the best out of it.
Awesome. We see each other tomorrow. You guys have some rest tonight and be all rested for tomorrow morning. I can't wait. Bye, guys.
All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.